Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Onyx Coale's YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sierra and I am her daughter. And today's video, my mom was asked a really great question on a Zoom, and it really is just about how do you have the best team possible? And I thought this answer was very valuable for everybody and can relate to everybody, no matter how big or small your team is personally. So that's going to be today's video. Besides that, just make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We're getting close to our 1,000 subscriber mark, which means we're going to be doing our drawing soon. So 9 people out of our first 1,000 will win a free sleeve of X39. So make sure you're included on that list. Share if you haven't, if you want to have other people included on that list. And besides that, enjoy today's video.
How do you get over that duplication process where you see the bottlenecks where, wow, these guys don't tell their group. They don't explain to their group. They don't educate their group. They're not teaching, and the education has stopped. What are your best solutions to really developing a very well-informed team, a very well-educated team, a very all on the same page team? What do you do to do that?
Okay, so I'm going to answer the first part of your question first. It is not relevant to me that people know who I am. It does not make your business a success or not a success by knowing who I am. When I began setting this whole thing up, I didn't want this team or this organization to be about Onyx. I wanted there to be space for everyone, and I wanted there to be space for all the leaders, both as they start to come up and then as they, continue to develop, because this organization is only 2 years old. So the fact that some people in your organization don't know who I am, I think that is a beautiful thing. And hopefully they know who you are, and hopefully they know who Rose is, and hopefully they know that Marcy or Peter or Amy or Beamy, or it doesn't matter, or Sheila. There's so many wonderful people on this team. And so I didn't want to make this organization be about me, because it's not about me. It's really about X39. It really has nothing to do with me. I just have been a catalyst to be able to help guide, but I'm not the only one here guiding. I'm not the only one here creating, what has been working. Like, you're guiding your organization, Rose is guiding her organization, and we're all working together. It's a beautiful thing. Now, in terms of the second part of your question, which is really about educating people, I think that so much of that is up to them. So network marketing is a contact sport. And what does that mean? So for me, it means you're never going to build a business without picking up the phone and calling somebody. You're never going to build a business without texting somebody. You're never going to build a business without saying hello to somebody in the grocery store or at the restaurant or, in Costco. You're not going to build a business unless you're making contact with people. The great thing about this group is that everything's here. And so all you really have to do is plug in. The question becomes, I can't get you to plug in, and Rock can't get you to plug in, and Rose can't get you to plug in. You got to want it. So I can drag a horse all the way up the top of the hill, and I'll be exhausted by the time I get to the top of the hill. But I can't make that horse drink the water at the top of the hill. So I learned a long time ago, I prefer not to drag anybody up the hill. I prefer to figure out who in my business wants to build business, because in network marketing, you got to want it. And so the way I figure that out is a couple things. One, I see them plugging into stuff. Two, when I personally sponsor somebody, it's my belief that I go to work for them. So I never invite somebody into my business that I don't want to work with. Now, I'm a little racehorse and I will go fast, but not everybody wants to go as fast as me, or not everybody's timing is ready yet. And so my job, I believe, as the person who sponsored them, is to set them up to win and to be willing to move as slow or as fast as they want to move based on what they want for their business. In the same breath, I'm not going to let their lack of speed slow me down. So for instance, when I was younger, and married, I used to say to my husband, let's go to the gym. And he would, every reason why he didn't want to go to the gym, And after a week, I'm still sitting at home and I haven't been to the gym. And I'm like, okay, I got to disconnect my desire to go to the gym to somebody else's desire or lack of desire. And that same idea flows through to my network marketing organization. In other words, everybody I personally sponsor, I go to work for. But because you're moving slower than me, doesn't mean I'm going to move at your pace. I'm going to go at my pace until I find somebody that wants to run as fast as me, waiting for you to be able to catch up or be interested in catching up, that they want it. Now, everything you need, I believe, to be successful is here. If you're brand new to the business and you haven't gone through the training bot, I encourage you to do that. Let me see if I can put that in here. Chat, I think I can. So, see if it'll let me. No, it won't let me. It won't let me put it in. I'm sorry, Rock. So you should go through the training bot. That's something that Kathy and I developed. It's very simple. It'll take you 45 minutes if you do it all at once, so you can do it over several days. But it's basically, you have to have Messenger downloaded on your phone. You need to, it says a few words and then it's a video of me, a few words and a video of me. So it's very simple. But one of the things when you go through that bot, you're going to do, one, you're going to, it's almost like you're in the olden days, we used to have those 20-page booklets about how to get started in the business. It's really how to get started in the business. And it'll get you set up for receiving pay. It will also connect you to us on our team Facebook page, which I think is very important, because sometimes you're going to be faster than the person who sponsored you in the business. So it's awful nice to be able to join this great group of people and ask questions of other people that may or may not be in your group, but are in our overall team that are more than happy to help you. So I think it's important to go through the bot. From there, we have of course, if you haven't been to the startx39.com site, write it down and go there, because that should be one of your major prospecting tools. And then the other thing we have is the startx39biz.com. And you can go through that page. It'll take you a long time to go through that, but everything you need is there. I always tell everyone, don't get bogged down in learning the whole business. It's not worth it. The best thing you can be in network marketing is ignorance on fire. And so remember, I told you, I said yes to this business based on Kathy's testimonial. And then back in those days, 2 years ago, I ordered a diamond pack and it took 12 days for the diamond pack to arrive. I can't even begin to tell you how many people I had sponsored, never having even touched a patch. So once it arrived, I called David. I'm like, David, do you think we could have some 2-day shipping? Would that be possible, please? And so, they put it in, which was great. But what I'm saying to you is that I didn't know everything. In fact, I had never even touched a patch, but I was willing to go out and speak to people. And when they had a question that I could not answer, I would say to them, you know what? I don't know the answer to that question, but I'm going to get back to you with the answer, which is a really good thing, you all. And here's the reason, good thing. If you don't know the answer, great. Then you leave, call, whatever you're going to do. If you're on call, you hang up and you call your upline, call Rock, call Rose, call whomever, put a question on Facebook. It's fine. Find the answer to the question, call customer service, whatever it needs to be. Once you find the answer to that question, now you know that answer, one. And two, you've now got a reason to go back to your prospect and drip on them again. So now they recognize you're paying attention to the question that they asked you. Not only are you paying attention, you found out the answer to the question that they asked you. So now they know you're serious about building business. And more importantly, you're serious about helping them be a success. So those are the tools that I use. I think those are as good as it gets, really. I think it's as good as it gets in this business. I have a friend who's $1 million earner in the past. She's been $1 million earner at another MLM company. We've never worked together. And she said yes to me in the early days and never activated. So she took a spot in the tree and, used the patch a little bit and just life did whatever. And I, like everything, time and circumstances changes everything for everyone. So every now and then I go back through my people that are in the tree that are not active, and I'll send them that little, it's like a little PDF, I guess, that has the different daily Zooms that Marcy and Peter put on that are, every night at 9:00 Eastern. And I'll send those out at 8:30. I'll send a little note. Testimonial call starts in 30 minutes. And I put that little thing, and I'll take 5 minutes at 8:30 at night and text it to 10 people. And you'll be amazed, because probably 8 of them will text me back and say, I'm on the Zoom. I'm on the Zoom. I'm on the Zoom. I'm like, awesome. So it's a really simple way. So I did that with this girl named Deborah, and she got on. She's like, I'm on. And then she finished the call. She's like, that was awesome. And I said, yeah. So then she's the next night I did the same thing. Okay. To her and 10 other people. And they, the same thing. This is really cool, Onyx. This business could really build. Yes, it's building. That's what I'm telling you. We're growing like crazy. So then she does a little more research and so what is your prospecting site? And I give her the startx39.com. Okay. And then she goes to the Facebook thing and she looks at the bot. And then she calls me up. She asks a few more questions. And then she says, oh, I just found the startx39biz.com. Onyx, everything I need is here. And I said, yes, Deborah, all you got to do is start sponsoring, start interacting with people. So just like you, I'm doing the exact same thing. 3 people a day about the product, 3 follow-ups a day, and inviting 1 a day to the Zoom. So that's what I do to build the business. And even though I've been here for 2 years, and even though I got to the top of the comp plan in 18 weeks, I'm still consistently and persistently working my business. It never changes. That's how you build a big business. But make no mistake. I was in Jupiter, Florida this morning at the beach with my daughter. This afternoon, I was in Boca with my daughter, my mother, and her puppy. Tonight, I'm back in Key Largo. I'm living my life and building my business in the nooks and crannies. So that's what I love about this business. You will control your life. You will control how you want to do it. You just have to want to. You got to show up every day and work your business. You don't have to do this much. You don't have to do a lot, but you do it every single day. And so every day I'm working my business every day. This morning in Jupiter, that's what I was up there for. Networking with other network marketers to see who's there, see who's looking, interacting with people, blah, 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 blah. Just like you all are doing. Exactly the same thing.